Hello, this video is to help you register for the 193rd stated meeting taking place via Zoom on Saturday, September 19th at 10 a.m. The Zoom site will be ready to begin the meeting at 9:30 a.m. Please arrive early to make sure you're logged in and all the technical concerns have been worked out. To register in advance for this meeting, you can click on the link sent to you via email. If you lose that email, registration information is always front and center on our website. Scroll past the rolling hills of Iowa to the 193rd stated meeting page. I have already logged on, but you will need to enter the Presbytery password if you do not come to our website often. The Presbytery website password is the same password given to you over a year ago. It is the only password used on our website. If you have questions as to what that password is, please contact the office. All of the information for the meeting will be on this page, including the registration link and eventually the meeting packet and supplemental materials. Registering for the Zoom meeting is easy, but requires a few nuances. The email address that you are about to enter needs to be the address that you will use on the day of the meeting. If you have a work email and you plan to attend the meeting on your personal email, please register with your personal email. Now you all have my personal email. Enjoy! Please fill out your city and your phone number. Also, you will need to list both the town that you're from as well as the church name itself. Don't forget to include that church town because remember, we have a bunch of First Presbyterian churches. Once you're done, you're registered. You'll notice it says that the meeting has to be submitted to the host for approval. Then you'll receive an email regarding your registration. That approval process might take a few hours, so do not be alarmed if you don't receive the information immediately. The meeting packet will be posted on the front page in the same place that we just discussed, under this 193rd stated meeting icon. Click here and you'll receive all the information you need. Please make sure you can get to the documents well in advance. You can print them out from the website link, or you could use two different computers or smartphones, one with the materials and one for the meeting. If that's not possible, we recommend you figure out in advance how to go back and forth between documents and the Zoom meeting. This process usually entails exiting full screen mode on Zoom and then opening the screen back up in the square at the top so that you can still see the toolbar on the bottom of the screen where the Word documents can be accessed. Only minister members, duly elected commissioners from constituent churches, and persons authorized in the bylaws and manual of operations may vote at stated meetings. All other registrants will be marked as non-voting participants so that it's clearly apparent that only authorized persons have voted. We will open at 9:30 a.m. to ensure that everyone is connected and have renamed themselves using the required format for a timely start at 10 a.m. During the meeting, if your screen tells you that the internet connection is unstable, you will need to mute the video camera using the camera icon at the lower left of the screen. We'll walk through an example of that in a moment. The meeting will be recorded and will be available for congregations to stream. A helpline will be available for the meeting to assist with technological issues. Those needing help should call 319-354-9220. That's the Presbytery office. On the day of the meeting, you're going to need to enter both your personal email and password, and you'll need to enter the meeting and the meeting's passwords. Keep them separate in your brain. So, go to your confirmation email. You'll click here to join. You'll probably receive that. And you'll receive the notification this meeting is for authorized attendees only. You must sign in with the email that you registered with and your own password. We do not know that in the Presbytery office. We cannot help you with this information. This is your email account. This is your password that you entered. So here is my email that I entered. You recall my personal account. You can use your business account. Just make sure you can access it at home or wherever you plan to attend the meeting. I've entered the sign-in. Now, we won't be able to practice signing in because the meeting obviously isn't open just yet. But after you have personally signed in to your Zoom account, that is when you will enter the meeting passcode. The meeting passcode is not your passcode. If you try to do that, you'll eventually get locked out of your account. Some people don't understand why we are requiring sign-in information during the meeting at all. Larger meetings, such as this, require that a passcode both protect it and also allow us to keep track of attendance. It's a formality, but it's very important for our safety. Now, let's pretend that we wanted to experience what it would look like once we're in the meeting. When you're in a Zoom meeting, your screen will look probably something like this. Notice down there, I have a mute button. Everyone will be eventually set to mute. Notice that I also have the stop video button. If you are not able to have your body seen, check the start video button. Likely it's off. You'll need a webcam or you'll need to use your device. Under unmute, you'll need some sort of microphone access. And depending on which kind you're using, you might have a couple of microphones. Play with that, and you can play with that in advance. When you're in the meeting, please make sure your identifying information is listed correctly. We are using this format. Your name, your title, and where you're from. In the Presbytery, we always do town, followed by the name of the church. Within the meeting itself, we're reserving the chat feature for technological issues only. It's not that we don't enjoy your comments, it's that we need to make sure our meeting focus is on the meeting itself. Please only use the chat feature for technological comments. We will vote by using the yes and no buttons. You'll have about 15 seconds to place your vote. This method of voting is similar to a vote by raising hands or standing to vote in a stated meeting. Everyone can see the vote. Following the example of the General Assembly, we will take some practice votes, just to make sure everyone is confident about how to vote. We recommend that you use the speaker view rather than the gallery view so you'll be able to identify who is speaking without toggling between the two screens. The speaker view cannot be accessed while I'm talking to myself on a Zoom meeting, but it's usually up at the top of the screen. The screen share feature found in the user panel at the bottom of the screen will be disabled for everybody except for meeting host. If you're concerned that you're going to make a mistake about this meeting, don't worry. We're available to practice with you, and we're available before the meeting at 319-354-9220. Please recognize, though, that everyone will be trying to call at that time, so you'll want to get your questions in as early as possible so that we don't have a log jam at 10 o'clock. Some of you may do Zoom meetings via telephone. That's great, but that is not going to be an option during this meeting. If you need help with your technology, or if you haven't downloaded the Zoom app before, go ahead and call us at the office. 319-354-9220. We're happy to work with you to make sure that everyone gets to the stated meeting. We look forward to seeing you, and we're grateful for this technology. Grace and peace.